Hello everyone, hi. Welcome back to Cavacom Greek Golf Club. We're here again with the Romeo Pasar Invitational. And we are about to start round 2 after an incredible round 1 that saw us shoot an 8 under par. Hopefully the situations here at the green tees today will be, oh my goodness, 14-mile-an-hour winds right off the rip. This is this will be interesting to deal with, to say the very least. It's going to be a lot more difficult to try and run up a score, especially if these wind conditions keep up, because we're going to be driving a lot shorter. Look at that, that's a full send drive for only 261 yards. That's what we're dealing with in this round. Listen to the swirling wind. The goal for this is just get it on the ground as quickly as possible so that the wind can't affect it as much. And just try our best. We run our sets. And, you know, hopefully we come out of this relatively unscathed. Listen to that wind. That's so choppy. And we don't want to overshoot. I thought that was going to break harder than it did. But you know what? Like we said in the last round yesterday, as long as we don't overhit it and leave ourselves close enough for a tap-in, then that's fine. As long as we're not regressing, we're progressing. Now this is going to be a slightly better one than last time round, because, you know, the pin is at the front of the green rather than at the back of it. But this wind, though, is going to make it really tough to contend with. It's fast and the wind's blowing it. That's a horrible combination. And we're on the on the cart path, which is also very bad because it just means it's going to roll for days. And try and flop it up with the sand wedge here. Just try and get it as close as we... Okay, maybe I should have, like, grossly overestimated that. Okay, so we are going to have our first bogey of the tournament here, because I don't want to blame it entirely on wind, but I'm going to say it's going to be a majority to blame. But that recovery shot selection, that was just pure shot selection on my part. Now this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one because now we're driving with 16-mile-an-hour winds, and it's just going to absolutely send it past this tree. What a whopper of a drive. 336 yards. Now, this is where things get tricky. Because we are... Again, we've got the heavy wind to contend with. We've got this heavy roll to contend with. Our pin is in a very precarious position over there. I just don't want it to bounce too hard to the point where it's going to roll off the green, because I know there's a little bit of lot of roll off here on this left hand side. I guess we just about survived. A little bit of an uphill stretch, but not much break. 10 feet for birdie. Should be makeable. Let's go. Alright, that's our shot back from our bogey, and that's fine. That's the kind of recovery that we really want. I didn't think the flop shot would pay off there, but it did in absolute dividends. I probably worded that phrase wrong, didn't I? I know nothing about stocks aside from I know nothing about stocks aside from like the memory over GameStop this last 2 or 3 weeks, which is all but come to a sudden end. This is going to be a long one because we're shooting into 17-mile-an-hour wind, so we're going to get nowhere near the green here. But as long as we can stay mid-fairway, we should be alright. That's okay. We're still 66 yards out. We're going to pitch this one up with the gap wedge, and then we're going to hope for the best. That's slow. Paired with the wind is just a horrible combination. Okay, so we didn't get on the green, but we have a chip opportunity here for birdie. 12 feet away from home. It's not going to go as close as I would have liked. But we're on the ground. And that's a par. Again, I think escaping from this round with a par, especially with like such brutal wind speed, will be vital. I feel like the wind speed is going to trip up a lot of people on this course, myself included in that, by the way. Look how much the wind is carrying that, and that's not even that fast of a shot. I purposely went down from the hybrid from the driver to the hybrid, by the way, because I knew if I hit it with the driver, I knew it was going into the water. So I just didn't want to leave anything to chance. There's a big swing of difference here between the pitching wedge and the 9-iron. I really need to address that actually in my bag. But the heavy wind should get us onto the green here. Okay, it was due to get us onto the green, but the bounce just didn't quite take us all the way home. But you know what? That's alright. That's alright. We've got a little bit of an uphill here to contend with, and a little roll, so we'll club up to the pitching wedge for this chip here. Send it. We're close. And that is going to leave a nice little 4-foot tap in for par. Beautiful. Good stuff. We're still shooting even ball here. Don't get me wrong, we could be doing a lot better. But given the wind situation, I feel like we're doing probably like the best we can. I feel like that might still blow over. I'm gonna go to the 7-iron here. And wind carry me, please. It's a little bit fast. The bounce should take us up over the red zone here. And that's gonna leave us in a nice position. Okay, maybe not a nice position. Look at the roll here, dude. Look at the roll. I'm leaving the flag in for this one. It's 13 feet and little underestimated on that one. Okay, flag out for the 6-footer. Just about made par there. Got very lucky on that one. I just managed to roll all the way around the rim and just about landed home. Alright. We do have a water hazard in play here, but The wind should dictate that we're never going to see it here. A little bit fast, should land us center of the fairway. Almost got the 300 there. It's okay. Got our XP goal there. Gonna go up to the 6 iron here for this one. It's a little bit fast. It's very wide of the mark. Gonna bounce out and it's gonna stay in a heavy rough here. Again, not a good place to be. Let me splash with the sand wedge, please. Overhead. Shouldn't have clubbed up coming off there. Shouldn't have clubbed up. We're all the way over on the far side again. We're all the way on the far side again. Okay, so we're back in Bogey Town again. It's a really good job we had that good first round, because that gives us pretty good insulation that we can make a lot of mistakes here. I don't want to make mistakes. Don't read that the wrong way. I don't want to make mistakes, but it certainly gives me a lot more leeway with them. That, you know, I can do it, and my overall score will be still relatively unpunished. We just about made it to the other side of the water there. I feel like the hybrid is gonna get me a lot higher on this. As far as recovery shots go, that actually ended up being pretty good. It's not going to get us super close to the pin, or super close to even the green in general, so we're going to be 37 yards out. But I have a feeling we could splash this up. It's a little fast, so we should get close. That was very close. And we post a birdie out of it. Which, I didn't think that was going to happen. So again, we're back to 8 under. Did get a bogey, we backstopped with a birdie. We stopped the slide immediately. You love to see it. 9th hole here. A short par 4. This hit very fast, but I wonder will the wind push it in the other direction, keep it in the fairway for me. Nope. We're going to the beach here. I think this... No, it's not our... That's our second trip to the bunker, actually. For a minute there, I thought it was going to be my first trip in. But, I forgot about... earlier on in this round. Too hard. A bit too much sauce on that chip, or on that splash. I'll chip it the other way. Oh, that was close. Let's leave myself in hopefully a decent position. 8 feet with a lot of roll here for par. It's breaking. It's in. Let's go. A lot of lens flare there. So, we're even going through the front 9, which is, given the weather conditions, is real. I'm really impressed with myself. My objective for this hole was to get an eagle, to which I'll say, are you out of your freaking mind, game? You want me to get an eagle with these wind conditions? Excuse me? You really think I'm going to be able to two-tap this in? From light rough? In... Did I fail to mention 14-mile-an-hour winds? Well, there goes the eagle attempt. I'm errant to say that there goes even the birdie attempt. I thought the wind might drop that down a lot closer to the pin than it did, but I guess we're on course to bogey this one. 19 feet. I don't think it's gonna break as much as I think it's gonna break. Oh, I was right. I was right to take the under. See? I'm learning. It may have taken a while, but I'm learning. Oh, baby. Can I pitch this one with the 6-iron and hope that the wind carries it? I can. Do I know that the wind's going to carry it? No. I absolutely do not. That's going fast. It's going to miss the bunker, which is good. Nice little bounce. That's going close. That's going close. That's the closest to an ace that I've ever gotten in this game. That is genuinely the closest to an ace that I've ever gotten in this game, and it would have been so unwarranted. It would be just typical if this is like my first hole in one, and it's like in like one of the most treacherous wind conditions I could possibly be playing into. That would be just typical. Oh, them tree stumps! I'm telling you, they've been good to me. Not that I particularly want their help or anything, but I'm just saying they've been pretty good to me. Oof. The shank on that was horrible. But I get it down on the ground. We're 29 feet from home. I just want to get it close so I can two-tap it for par. That's close enough. Sure, I wish I could have splashed that one a little bit better, but we still got home with a par. We're still home in one piece. We're 9 under through about 1.5 rounds here. I mean, I hit that fast, and you see how much the wind speed is just carrying that back to the center of the fairway. That's what we have to contend with here. It's such horrible playing conditions. But yeah, that's a fast one as well, and it's still carrying right rather than left. It's going to get us dead center of the green here, so I guess I can't really have grounds to complain too much. I'm going to shorten this up a little bit because we're putting a little bit downhill. We've got a little bit of roll here, not an awful lot. I just want to make sure I don't overhit it. That would have been great if it was accurate. But we come away from a par 5 with a birdie. And all of a sudden we're 10 under through 2. Look at these wind speeds though. Look at that wind speed. It's going to bounce off the far side of that bunker. That's pretty good. That is pretty dang good. 327 yards. That's a good drive for, you know, the wind conditions that we're in. Big difference between the pitching wedge and the 9-iron here. I feel like if I go normal shot with the lob wedge, that the wind should drive us pretty close. I was right. Does leave us with a little bit of a lie issue here, but we are potting 12 feet for birdie. That's not quite gonna make it. Hey, look, listen, we're 10 over. I'll take a couple of pars. That mightn't be good enough to win us the tournament, but it's good enough to get us into round 3 and 4. These strong wins, dude. These strong wins. A lesser man's run would be absolutely killed by these. I'm just really glad that we're not a lesser man anymore. But yeah, we've been slowly getting better. And it's definitely showed this week so far. That's a bit overhit and a bit too far in the other direction than what I probably would have liked, but we've got an 8-footer for par here. That's gonna drop. But yeah, you can definitely see that, you know, we have been getting better. Simply because of the fact that, like, I'm in the face of such horrible wind conditions, and I'm still going strong. That's a little bit slow. This might be an unplayable. I don't know how that's not an unplayable. Look at where I am. Look where the ball is, right in the middle of the freaking tree stump there. So, you know, maybe they're not always our allies here. Should have just declared an unplayable, dude. Okay, that was bad, but I think it was better to take a swing at it and, you know, swing and a miss and get us clear, rather than declare it unplayable and take a stroke penalty. That's kind of where I'm at the moment. Okay, that's bad for, you know, a myriad of reasons. It's a little bit better, but we still are looking at finishing this hole with a bogey here. Break, please. Double bogey. Not the way we wanted to finish this round. But if you look at the bigger picture, we're still even going through horrible wind conditions. And we're in the best possible place we can be in order to qualify for rounds 3 and 4 here. So look, is it ideal? No. Am I going to take the win out of this? You freaking betcha, brother. Okay, not think that that was going to happen. I did not anticipate hitting that tree. However, we are in the middle of the fairway. So, you know, we can't all be winners. Oh boy, that's a horrible time to crank one of those really slow shots. What does the sign say? Please keep carts 15 feet from the greens. Solid advice. We are coming in. We will be looking at a penalty coming out of the heavy rough here for this, but we are shooting into wind, remember. So it's probably gonna. Yeah, I shouldn't have clubbed up that many clubs. But we're 17 feet from the hole, and I overhit it. It's okay, we'll drop it down for a bogey. It's okay. It's okay, we're still surviving. We're still surviving. We're only 1 over on the round. Again, to reiterate, we're only 1 over. In possibly the worst wind conditions I have ever played in a golf game. So to say that, like, this is... To call this a bad performance would be completely and wholly unjustified. Why are you cutting away when the ball is like so close to the pin? Camera? Do you know nothing about television production? That's great. That is great. We drop it in for a birdie and leave ourselves even through round 2, through the worst wind conditions we have ever played in. And we are still 8 under, sorry, oh my goodness. Where am I even thinking anymore? We're 8 under through 2. We're in a great position to advance to rounds 3 and 4. Hopefully you will join me for them on Thursday for round 4, on Friday for round 5. Thank you all very much for watching. Thanks for all the love and all the support you've been giving me through these TGC Tours video. Especially if you're a fellow player that's also in the grind, like myself. Always appreciate seeing you in the comments, seeing you on the scoreboards. And hopefully we will see you next time for some more golf. Take care. Have a good one.